Hey everybody, here is a quick view of Skitch 3.1. More to come later. Skitch 3.1 keeps the pictures in the camera roll, not in a Skitch library. You see the camera roll on the bottom of the screen. To the right of the bottom of the screen, you see an arrow. This arrow is totally different than the previous version of Skitch. When I press that arrow, I see all the pictures in my camera roll. I can pick one of them. I'll pick the Red Sox picture, and that's going to be the picture that I'm going to work on. Down here where my finger is again, you will see one tool. When you press that one tool, you have access to all the tools, and each of the tools does one of the annotations that are part of Skitch. You can type by using the A tool. You can put shapes with the rectangle. You can use a marker, kind of a marker device, using that tool. You can make funky symbols with that tool. And each time you press one of them, it shows you the sub options and then puts it on the bottom. So the tools actually disappear while I'm putting stamps and things onto the screen. Then when I want all the tools again, I press that thing in the bottom right and I have access to all the tools. In the top right is our friend, the square box with an arrow, and that lets you preserve what you're doing. No longer do you have a Skitch login and password. Now when you choose share, it's the same as save. And look at the options that you can save to. In the bottom left, you'll see it says save image. We're going to do that. It takes a few seconds and then it says, do you want to share more? I advise you to share more because that's redundancy. In the top right, and I've been hoping for this for months, there's a feature in the top right that says send to. And when you choose send to, you can put it in your Google Drive. You can put it in Dropbox. That was not part of the previous version of Skitch. What else is new and different? I will go back to the new screen and show you that when you click that triangle, that up arrow in the bottom right, you have access to your whole camera roll. The camera roll is in reverse chronological order, so in the top left you see the pictures that I've been working on. These are pictures that I've saved by using the share feature. In the top right, there are 5 icons, all very useful. The top icon is boring and it just gets you to the minimized view. That's the down arrow. Below that, you have some very interesting ones. We're going to ignore the PDF one because that PDF one, where my finger is pointing to, is only if you purchase the commercial version of this. But right above it is the feature that lets you go, it's a compass, and it lets you go on the web. And it's going to let you take a screen snapshot of any place on the web. So I can come over here and wipe out the web address and type in, let me see, something short is bu.edu is one of the shortest ones I know. And that will take me to the BU web page. Observe in the bottom right, it says the word snap where my finger is. When you snap, you're allowed to now have a picture of whatever you were looking at, text or graphics on the web. And now you see the one tool on the right. When you press that one tool, you have access to all the tools and you can do things to start marking up your picture, and you've got your same collection of tools on the right to do so. when you put emoticons or anything that you want, there's a delete button on the bottom. So when you click on one, on the bottom it says the word delete, and that allows you to delete that one. So the delete feature is there, and you're marking up a web page using one of the new features of Skitch 3.1. Once again, the upper right arrow in a square, it says share, but share really means save. So when I choose share, I'm saving, and if I want to get this thing back, I save image in the bottom left, and when I press on that, it saves it to my camera roll. Okay? The only other new feature that I can think of is not the fourth one down, which is make a web page or access a web page for drawing on, but the one right above it, which is the middle one. I can't quite describe that icon. It looks like a rubber stamper or something, but when you press that third icon down, it gives you a map, and you can go anywhere you want in the world and use that as your canvas for Skitch. So I'm going to go to the top box and I'm going to type in, or even better, cooler, with the iPad, the newer ones, I've got a microphone here, and when I press the microphone, Empire State Building. Don't know if my voice, it was. There it is. I got the Empire State Building. I'll choose search. It will take me to that location. I will zoom in with my fingers and observe somewhere on the screen. Now they've moved it to the upper right. It says the word snap. In the upper left, it says the word cancel. So in the upper right, I'm going to say snap. And now I've got the picture and I've got my tools. It's not obvious you've got your tools, but when you press one tool, you've got all of them. Okay? This is a quick intro to Skitch 3.1. Hope this helps. Bye, everybody.